In this installment, we'll be going over the 5-game slate for Sunday, February 6th. Let's get into it. Hey, yo! Back to the channel with your boy Chef D. I'm here to give you the winning ingredients for your Sunday slate we got going on. 5 games for February 6th. I'm here to give you the best plays for point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center, value play, and a lock of the day. All right. All that's going to be included. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetSD. And also, if you are a viewer and not a subscriber, go ahead and click that subscribe button right now. All right. The goal is to get to 1K. 1K will be the giveaway. That 1,000 subscriber will get money. All right, so now let's deep dive, go into each and every position, find the gems for each of these positions so you can cash in your tournaments. We did very well yesterday. Nice plays for majority of the positions. So let's see if we can continue on the same trend. Starting off with the point guard position, things that we do have to monitor, wait on news, and that's going to be on the Clippers. So with the guys that they just traded for are not playing, that's going to leave an opening for Reggie Jackson to be the lead guy in the offense, facilitator, scorer, everything. All right, in the past 2 games, he stepped up to the plate, 33 minutes and 31 minutes, 21, 5, and 3 against the Pacers, and then against the Lakers, 25, 6, and 8. Also chipped in with a block and a steal for almost a 50 bomb. They did raise this place, but in what should be a high-scoring affair, Reggie Jackson is going to have to keep his team in the game, and I like him at the point guard position. Let's move over to the shooting guard, and we're going to go to this Dallas and Atlanta game. Every time Trae Young plays, it tends to go over. Obviously, it's more fluidity in the offense, but I'm looking at more of the Dallas side with Porzingis being out. It becomes a nice 2-man game between Luka Doncic and Jalen Brunson. So we can get some value here. Even when Doncic has been out, Jalen Brunson has stepped up. And now with KP out, Brunson is still that number 2 guy. 24-5 against OKC, 19-4-5 against Philly. So he's being very consistent in that department. Maybe we want a little more points there. But he is that second go-to guy. 15 shot attempts against Philly, 18 against OKC Thunder. Now going up against Atlanta Hawks, which should be a back and forth affair. Give me some Jalen Brunson at 6,500 with some potential upside because they're going to have to score. Both of those guys are going to have to score to keep up pace with the Atlanta Hawks. And the same thing, vice versa, on the other side of the ball. Next, for your small forwards, we are going to be looking at Justin Holiday right here for no, not Drew Holiday. We're looking at Justin Holiday for the Indianapolis for the Indiana Pacers. He's currently starting now, getting starters minutes with all the injuries to the Pacers. If we're just looking at it right here, we got GTD on Brogdon. We're not sure about Sabonis. Giga Batadze is questioned. And then they got all the outs. No McConnell, no Turner, no Jackson, and obviously no TJ Warren. Going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who play tough, especially down low, they're going to need an outside shooter. And Justin Holiday is going to be that guy. Been very solid from the 3-point line. 3 of 8, 3 of 4, 3 of 5. OKC was 4 of 7. Dallas, that's an anomaly because they are, we'll get to that a little bit later, but they are one of the top teams against the 3-ball shooting, okay? So Justin Holiday going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, they're definitely going to need his outside shooting. We see some upside, 33 bomb against the Clippers, 34 against OKC. Does he have some other performances? Been in the middle right there, 27, 24, and 27 at 4,800. Has some upside here. He's usually scoring 20 fantasy points a game. In this previous matchup, he scored 32.8. So that's what we're looking for with Justin Holiday, shooting 6 of 9 in that previous game. That's what we want in this same exact scenario, all right? At 4,800, love Justin Holiday. Let's move over to the power forward. And like I said, this Atlanta and Dallas game, Dallas is at home. Dallas is going to put that defense on Trae Young and force them to get the ball away from the three-point line. So that's going to key in on some guys down low. That's going to be John Collins. That's number one at 6,600. He's usually around that 7,000 and up price. So you're getting him at a discount. Played well against Toronto 23-6. 1 assist, 1 block, 1 steal, and had a double-double against Phoenix. So they should be relying on John Collins in this game. Currently questionable. You're going to have to wait on news for him. Hopefully he is fully cleared. We're going to see on his injury. He should be playing this game. If not, we will adjust. Comment down below if he is officially out. But as of right now, John Collins would be a beneficiary in this type of game environment. Okay, let's move over to the center position, and we're going back to the well in that Atlanta game. If things are not going well for Trae Young, Kevin Huerter, all those three-point shooters, then they're going to have to rely on their bigs. So they have John Collins, and they also have Clint Capella. So that can create and move Trae Young more into a facilitator. They can go back to that pick and roll game with Clint Capella, throwing up lobs that way. I do foresee probably Clint Capella getting a double-double in this one. These low numbers are not his usual. Obviously, he averages a double-double every game, and he tends to average around 33 fantasy points a game as well. So these numbers are low. You're getting him at a cheaper price. I believe he was 7,000. As you see, he was upwards to 8,000. All right. A couple weeks ago, and last year as well, Clint Capella has huge upside at 5,700. Definitely is one of the key components in our lineup builds for us to pay up at some other spots, and probably he'll go off in this game. So I love Clint Capella in this game going up against the Dallas Mavericks. Now we're going to move over to some of the value plays. One of those guys will be Kevin Porter, the starting point guard, obviously, for the Houston Rockets. Came down with a little bit of illness in some previous games. Had a poor performance against San Antonio, only 11 minutes, so that's an anomaly. Usually he's getting 32 and higher. And as you can see, you're getting a discount. He was almost 7,000, and now you're getting him at 5,700. Definitely going to be smashing this button as a value play. A starter getting at a new different price at 5,700. Injury report is clean and clear. Going up against Pelicans, which should be a very back and forth affair. Both teams are one of the bottom feeders in the league, defensively as well. So 100% love Kevin Porter. Let's look at some other value that we might be looking at, and that's going to be on the Clippers side. If these guys do not play with the dudes that they did trade for, so that's going to lean more into Serge Ibaka at 4,700. We're waiting on news about Ivica Zubac if he's playing. He's been out for the last 2 games. Currently questionable. If he's out again, definitely going back to Serge Ibaka at 4,700. While he was out, 36 fantasy points against Lakers, and then 34 fantasy points against the Pacers. So that is a good play right there. We'll throw him in there. And then Amir Coffey is going to be another guy if the newcomers from Portland do not play, Norman Powell and such. Then they're going to be leaning on him for some decent shooting guard and small forward minutes. As you can see, 34, 32, 26, 35. He has some upside. Had a 37 fantasy point performance against Orlando. And then against Indiana, 45 fantasy points right there. So big upside with Amir Coffey as a potential value play like him at 4,800. Now, we're going to finish off the video with the lock of the night, and we're going to finish with a game that should be very, very high scoring, no defense, and we're going to go with one of the top players in that game, and that will be Brandon Ingram. Okay, Brandon Ingram for the Pelicans here, going up against Houston with his length and shooting ability, getting back into the flow of things. Obviously, missed a couple weeks. 40 bomb against Detroit, 53 fantasy points against Denver, and now against Houston. Things can only go upward right here. 20 shot attempts and 18 in the past 2 games. Hopefully, we can get another double-double. Hopefully, we can get up to 30 real scoring points for him as well. This should be a very high scoring affair, probably like 120, 118, something very sloppy and ugly back and forth type of game between the Pelicans and the Houston Rockets. So love Brandon Ingram at a very cheap price at 8,700. He's usually a top tier guy, 9, 10K type of performance that he can put forth. And especially on a small slate, you need someone that's going to be a little bit cheaper, but still has huge upside. And that is going to be the guy for you right there. Brandon Ingram will be the lock. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Let me know in that comment section down below if you have any other ideas at point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, or center. Maybe a value play, or you like a different lock than me. Let me know in that comment section down below. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MedicineJustD, and I'll be back with another video very soon. Peace out, guys.